Just got back from London a couple of days ago. My first time there, my first time being in London outside of Heathrow Airport. And just wanted to do a quick look at a couple of things I picked up while I was there. To be honest, my shopping in London ended up being kind of a disappointment. I went hoping to pick up some books that I can't get here in the States. Sadly, I was only able to find one, and I didn't bother getting it because it was the third in a series, couldn't find the first two. And just in general, I just didn't end up having the opportunity to check out more places than I got to. I did get a chance to visit the Forbidden Planet in sort of the city center area. I know there's several locations. I couldn't tell you which one it was. I think it was close to the theater district. Anyway, got there. It was pretty cool. It was very big. It was larger than the one in New York. Had some cool stuff. They had an amazing section of graphic novels that were on like sale and clearance, but even though some of the prices were absolutely phenomenal, trying to get them into my luggage and get them safely home because some of the books were pretty sizable and heavy, I just didn't bother. But anyhow, it came up zeros primarily. Didn't find any RPG stuff that I couldn't get in the States. Didn't find, and that was at not only at Forbidden Planet, but also at, was it Waterstones? The company that bought Barnes & Noble after I worked for Barnes & Noble. Didn't find a lot useful. Anyway, what I did get is we went to the Tower of London. Yeah, we did a bunch of the classic tourist stuff. We toured the Globe, Tower of London, did a boat tour along the Thames. I got a chance to go with my wife and my brother-in-law to Hammersmith, where I was able to take a few pictures. I had wanted to go because I had run for a friend of mine the Hammersmith Horror Call of Cthulhu scenario, so it was nice to actually go and see some of the places and objects, like the Hammersmith Bridge in person. But got this map. I've done the video before talking about using tourist maps for scenario design, and I mean, my goodness, why not use a real keep at a real, tower, castle, keep kind of situation if you're doing inspiration for a tabletop RPG one? Why not? So I got this cool map, got a few copies of that. I'll look into using that. This was just the map of London that I was using while I was there. I like having analog maps because I don't use my phone while I'm overseas. Got this cool, I believe, this I got at the Globe. It's just a journal from that sleep of death, what dreams may come. This was a postcard from postcard from a restaurant that we went to. It was pretty good. I thought it was a cool little postcard. Anyway, just a journal, but I like it. Looks cool. I'll no doubt do some writing with that. And also ended up getting this key, which I will use as a prop in games. I have the key from the Hobbit movies, like the movie prop version of the key from the Hobbit movies, which I plan to use, but just having some cool prop keys might be handy to have kicking around. Now, this is supposed to be a bottle opener. I will not use it that way. They also had a set of keys on a ring, and that was very tempting, but I ended up just going with the simple key. I figured it would be easier to transport. Anyway, that's just a brief thing on London. My quick thoughts on it: I had a lot of fun. It's a city, and like any city, I could go back 100 times and never run out of things to do. It's not going to be high on my list of places to return to. Would I go back to London? In a heartbeat. Is London on my list of places I want to go back to? It is not. It's kind of like Rome in that way. I enjoyed myself in Rome. Rome has a bajillion things to do. I could find tons to do if I ever end up back in Rome. I've been to Rome twice. I have no particular inclination to return. I don't doubt that I will return to London, probably to base out of, to go do some other things in the UK. I know I'd really like to go to York. I'd like to go to Dartmoor. I'd like to go to the Lake District. I'd like to go to Cornwall and to Wales at some point, and definitely would like to go up to Scotland, check out Edinburgh and some other places. But London does not call to me, put it that way. It didn't before, and it doesn't more so now. That said, the tube was cool. The tube was cool. So that's it for me on my quick talk about what I picked up in London, which was not very much. I mean, I didn't go there to shop, but I did go there hoping to find a few things which I cannot get here, and unfortunately, I was unable to get them there. I didn't call ahead or order ahead because I actually had no idea if, when, and where I would get a chance to look at these shops. I didn't know for sure that I would be able to, and I didn't know which location I would be able to get to, nor on what day I might make it. So I did not order ahead. I also did not get to, I think it's called the Orc's Nest, which is frequently called one of the best game stores in London. I kind of thought Forbidden Planet would be a little better, but I understand. I mean, Forbidden Planet's a different type of store, and as I was there, I really saw, especially the London one versus the London one that I visited versus the one in New York. It was a much more general nerdy store. Like, they had a lot more novels, I think, than the New York location. They had a lot more, just a lot more stuff, and not a very big game section at all, which is fine. It's not a game store. It's a nerd store. So I didn't get to the Orc's Nest, so I didn't get a chance to really see a good local game store, which is a bummer, but it made sense. It was nowhere near where we were staying, and it would have been a pretty, for the type of vacation I was on, it would have been a big ask to try to get out there. So anyhow, until next time, I don't know. Are you from London? Have you been to London? What's your thoughts? No. Until next time, take care.